In the world of sports, greatness isn't given. It's carved. One bruise, one loss, one long night at a time. And few ever carved deeper than Michael Jordan. He wasn't born into wealth or fame. He was born in Brooklyn, raised in North Carolina, in a small house where his father worked hard with his hands and his mother taught him precision and pride. That's where his story started, long before the billions, long before the brand. The boy who got cut from his high school varsity team didn't cry, he plotted. Every morning before sunrise, he'd lace up worn-out sneakers and shoot until the sky turned gold. He turned rejection into a reason. That's the difference between talent and obsession. By the time the University of North Carolina found him, the hunger was already there. In 1982, with seconds left on the clock in the NCAA finals, he took a shot that changed everything. Swish, national champion. And in that moment, a spark lit that would burn for decades. The NBA was waiting, and in 1984, the Chicago Bulls called his name. Rookie year, he was unstoppable. They said he flew, but it wasn't wings. It was willpower. He didn't just play basketball, he made it art. But behind the highlight reels was a man addicted to work. While others celebrated, he studied tape. While others slept, he trained. Then came 1985, the year Nike rolled the dice on a rookie and created a sneaker that rewrote culture, the Air Jordan. They projected $3 million in sales the first year. It made $126 million. That partnership didn't just build a brand, it built an empire. Decades later, the Jordan brand still generates billions annually, and his share still pays him more than most players make in a career. But money was never the first drive, it was competition. He wanted to be the best every second, on the court, in business, in life. When the Detroit Pistons beat him down, he didn't whine. He built muscle. When the media doubted him, he stacked rings. 6 championships, 5 MVPs, 2 Olympic golds. Every loss became fuel. The world saw the trophies. Few saw the nights he'd shoot hundreds of free throws alone, or the hours replaying every miss. "I failed over and over again in my life," he once said, "and that is why I succeed." That line became his creed. After the 1993 title, when his father was murdered, he walked away. Baseball gave him space to grieve, to breathe. Most thought it was over. But legends don't retire, they reload. In 1995, he sent 2 words that shook the sports world. "I'm back." The next season, 72 wins, another ring, redemption complete. By the time he finally stepped away for good, he'd earned more than $90 million in salary. But that was just the surface. The real fortune came after the final whistle. Jordan didn't spend his legend, he invested it. He became part owner of the Charlotte Hornets, turning a $175 million stake into hundreds of millions when he sold majority control in 2023. He built restaurants, dealerships, golf courses, and partnerships stretching from sports betting to NASCAR. Forbes listed his wealth around $3 billion, making him the richest athlete in history. And his lifestyle? Discreet power. A mansion in Jupiter, Florida, 11 bedrooms, a private gym, and an NBA-sized court stamped with his Jumpman logo. A home in Chicago's suburbs with 23 etched on the gates. Custom yachts that glide across turquoise water. A Gulfstream jet painted in Carolina blue, tail number N236MJ. His number and initials sealed in the sky. But luxury never replaced discipline. He's still the same man who bets on himself. Golf at dawn, meetings by noon, practice even without a game to play. He once said, "Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, others make it happen." Jordan always made it happen. Today, his brand earns over $5 billion a year for Nike. His personal royalties, estimated at over $200 million annually, more than he ever earned playing. And yet, what defines him isn't the money, it's what it represents, proof that excellence compounds. Even at the top, Jordan never forgot the climb. The lessons his parents taught him in that small Carolina home stayed etched in him. Work harder than everyone else. Stay grounded no matter the height. Behind the suits, jets, and billion-dollar empire, he's still the son who learned respect, the kid who was told no and decided to make yes his destiny. His success didn't happen by luck. It came from a relentless obsession with improvement. Every training session, every deal, every brand meeting followed the same code: precision. People talk about his talent, but Jordan's real gift was focus. He didn't just chase excellence, he demanded it from everyone around him. Teammates feared him, but they also followed him, because he showed what discipline looks like when it stops being a habit and becomes a way of life. When he left basketball for good, he didn't fade away like others. He shifted the game. He turned fame into equity, passion into profit. He wasn't just selling sneakers, he was selling belief. That Jumpman logo became a global symbol of what happens when you never stop pushing your limits. And the empire grew quietly. His real estate portfolio stretched across Florida, North Carolina, Utah. Golf courses with his signature touch, homes built not just for luxury, but for peace. Wide rooms, private gyms, quiet corners where he could think. His jet carried him between business meetings, charity events, and vacations on the sea. But the real luxury wasn't the cars or the houses. It was freedom. The kind of freedom that comes only when you've earned it on your own terms. Jordan didn't just want to be rich. He wanted to be sovereign. No bosses, no limits, no ceilings. He became a mentor, a benchmark, and a quiet investor in industries others overlooked. Tech, sports ownership, community initiatives. And while the headlines spoke about his billions, he kept his focus on something else: legacy. He's donated millions to education, healthcare, and racial equality programs. In 2020, he pledged $100 million over 10 years to support organizations that advance social justice. For him, power isn't about control, it's about impact. Still, the mindset that built the legend never left. Even in his 60s, you can see it. The sharp eyes, the posture, the calm authority of someone who knows he's done the impossible and still wakes up hungry. Ask him what keeps him going and he'll tell you. The game never stops. It just changes form. He's a businessman now, a mogul, a global symbol of self-belief. But he carries the same fire that made him a champion. That's why people still call him His Airness. Not because of how high he jumped, but because of how far he's risen since. Luxury to him isn't about gold or status. It's about control over your time, your choices, your direction. The Gulfstream jet, the estates, the designer watches, they're reminders of what persistence builds, not replacements for it. His life is proof that wealth is the result, not the goal. The real prize is mastery over your craft, your emotions, and your limits. The Air Jordan brand continues to dominate culture. New generations wear his name without ever seeing him play. That's not fame, that's immortality. His influence seeps through sports, fashion, and business. Every collab, every drop, every deal carries that silent challenge. Are you working like Jordan worked? He's the blueprint for how ambition evolves, from sport to empire, from competition to creation. His story tells you that the grind doesn't end when you win. It ends when you stop caring. And Jordan never stopped. When he sits courtside now, watching new players rise, he doesn't need to say much. His presence speaks for him. The standard still stands. And that's what greatness really means. Your name becomes the measure. From that cut high school kid to the billionaire mogul, Michael Jordan built something most people only dream about. A life shaped by vision, not by chance. The world gave him obstacles. He turned them into launch pads. The same hands that once held a basketball now hold ownership papers, investments, and influence on a scale few ever reach. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Iconic Lives for more inspiring stories of the world's most legendary figures.